Hello and welcome to another Toon Network match report brought to you by me, Adam, of Toon in 10. Right, so it's just gone full time at the Medeski Stadium. Reading 0, Newcastle United 0. It looked like we had chances to win tonight. We managed a decent amount of chances compared to theirs. We had far many more shots on target. But do you know what, I think before going into the analysis of the game, and because we missed Huddersfield on Saturday night, I'll be talking a bit about that as well in this report. I think we've got to look at the last week, okay, all away from home against 3 teams in the top 5. We've beaten Brighton, we've beaten Huddersfield, and we've gone away to Reading and we've taken a point off them as well. We've remained unbeaten. That's 7 points in the last 9, and I think we can only be optimistic about that. I don't care what Brighton have done tonight. I don't care what Huddersfield have done tonight. Leeds have drawn, but to be honest, the promotion chase, the title chase is still very much in our hands, and to think that we've got 7 out of 9 points out of 3 of possibly the hardest away games we're going to play all season in the league, back to back as well, absolutely relentless, no let-up whatsoever, to have only conceded 2 goals out of those 3 games. One of them was a contentious penalty to begin with. The other was a penalty which actually I felt was fair. So no goals conceded from open play, and we managed to score 5 goals against top 5 teams in our league. And I think this is something to be really proud of. What a fantastic defensive performance tonight. Again, we've been on the road. You've got to think how exhausted the squad is going to be from travelling around the entire country, down to Reading, Brighton, both in the south, Brighton on the south coast. You know, Huddersfield is still a good 2.5 hours away. So I think we've got Fulham at the weekend at home. To be honest, I think that'll be a bit more of a difficult game because we seem to make life more difficult for ourselves at home. But I mean, let's look at I'll just have a look at the stats from half time tonight. And again, very much like the Huddersfield game, where we seemed quite happy to relinquish possession and play on the counter. We seem to do exactly the same tonight. So at half time, the possession stats were about 31% to their 69%. However, we'd had 9 shots and 4 on target to their 2 and no shots on target. So once again, it's another display by Rafa where you play a very cautious first half, just to put the feelers out. The side, it's been the hallmark of his tactics for most of the season. But playing it cautious, what we've done there is, despite having only 31% possession in that first half, we've been, again, very much like Huddersfield, we've been very, very economical with the ball, and we've done a lot with it when we've had it. And that almost 70% possession by Reading in the first half, they got 2 shots away, none on target, didn't bother us. Let them have 69% possession, let them have it. If they're not going to do anything with it, it's not going to trouble us. And it turns out that it didn't trouble us for the rest of the night. I mean, I caught bits on Sky Sports News tonight, I caught bits on Periscope, I caught bits on Twitter as well. We had a few chances, and by rights, they weren't fully troubling us tonight. And we could have, probably they should have been the ones to come away with the 3 points to nick a winner. But I'm not going to complain tonight about a 0-0 draw, and neither should anybody out there. We've just seen the boys pick up 6 points away at our 2 biggest title rivals. To just not even lose tonight is such a massive plus, and it keeps our unbeaten run in the league since that defeat against Blackburn, I think on the 2nd of January. I think we're now unbeaten in the league in that's 11 games. And the psychological difference of picking up a draw or losing 1-0 It's vast, it's huge. A defeat can unsettle, it can disrupt, it can derail a season and a run and confidence. But all we've got going for us is growing stature, growing confidence, and a real belief. And actually, I think the squad's starting to get to feel that they have a right now to win the league. We've gone and proven ourselves against our biggest rivals, and we've come out on top. And I know we didn't win tonight, but we've still come out on top. We've still proven ourselves. We've still got the best away record, I think, in England. And we've amassed the most amount of points, certainly in the league and beyond the league as well. So that's absolutely incredible. And I think Rafa Benitez, and he's drilled them tactically, he's drilled them defensively over these last couple of games. I mean, look, I'll just have a look at the possession stats for the full time. So possession stats didn't really change too much. It was 30% versus 70%. But they only managed one shot on target in the whole game. 6 shots in total, 1 on target Reading, whereas we had 13 shots and had 5 on target. So it wasn't as fruitful as second half. It seemed to be a bit of a war of attrition, a bit of a stalemate. But look, we did enough there to win. I think in the same way that we probably did enough to win against Bristol City. We had all the chances. We had about 4 clear-cut chances against Bristol that we just didn't put away, that we could have done on another day, and we would have beaten them 4-5-2 comfortably. But again, tonight is just one of those nights, but let's be proud to be Geordies. We're top of the league, and I'll just have a look at the league table now. So Newcastle have played 35, 76 points with a goal difference of plus 40. That goal difference is 11 better than Brighton, back down in second, sorry. That's 11. That 11-point goal difference is almost like almost like an extra point. So we're ahead of them by 2 points, on 76 points to their 74. But we've got a game in hand, so there's a potential 5 points clear of Brighton in second. And as things stand, we are seeing number of games played against Huddersfield. We're 8 points clear of third. Now, for me, that's the key one. As long as we can keep a fat gap between third place, I don't care if we win the league, I don't care if we come second, I honestly don't. It's all about Premier League. Huddersfield nicked a win tonight against Aston Villa, but there's nothing to say that Brighton or Huddersfield won't go on another poor run, and that they'll find it tricky. We've got Gale just coming back, which is going to give us a second wind, and we've seemed assured without him, and to have the luxury of being able to bring him on, maybe the luxury of starting him on against Fulham, that's going to be a huge lift to us and the club and the fans as well. And I really want the home crowd against Fulham to just go all out. Again, I think it's about a year since Rafa came in charge this weekend. So yeah, why don't we show him what he means to us once more? I mean, having a little look at the Huddersfield match, which you didn't get a video for or a podcast, but again, Daryl Murphy came in, and he proved himself. He proved that he can come in and do a job, and he can take his chance. I don't think that was, I mean, it's been talked about already, but he didn't kick it out the keeper's hands. I thought the penalty that we won, I thought it was all about the reaction of the Huddersfield defender. He knew he'd clipped him. I know they protested quite a lot, but they knew that he clipped him. I thought Huddersfield's penalty that was fairly given as well. We had no complaints there. Shelvey, and it gives a bit of a hairy kind of last 20 minutes, because they were nowhere when we were 2-0 up. They were absolutely nowhere, and I think they scored about the 70th minute. But again, we've got that luxury of being able to bring Gale on, who can stretch defences, who can chase down tired defenders. And I think by the time that they were really putting on the pressure quite late on, and we managed to get a really good breakaway. The keeper headed it back. Gale headed in from outside the box, I think it was, in the end. But what a night. That was an amazing night coming off the back of that Brighton win as well. But I mean, Again tonight, Daryl Murphy had a good chance. He had a good header from a good cross from Dummett. I know Darlow made a couple of saves tonight, but Richie hit the inside of the post, and Gouffran's block tonight was very well tackled. That would have been a tap in. Would have been a good smash and grab. I know Shelby had a chance just before Richie's effort off the post as well. So look, we applied some pressure. I think we went there and we probably, yeah, we did play like we had the quality in the team. I think despite the lack of possession, we were again very economical with it, and we showed that it was quality over quantity once again. Now I think going into the Fulham game, we can afford to be a bit bolder. I'd quite like to see Colback not starting. I think we need to start playing on the front foot at home. I think we need to stop playing with Colback. I'd agree that we probably need a defensive midfielder in there, but I'd rather play a good defensive midfielder in there than Colback, who I view as most of the time as a liability. I'd like to see Diame starting there, and Perez, and I really would like to see Gale get a start. If he believes he's fit, then he can. Gale's the kind of player who can make a game over with in the first half, you know, and that's I think what we need. I think, especially with the home crowd, we shouldn't need an early goal, but we probably do need an early goal just to settle nerves, to get the voices up, and to bring it home. You know, it's important that we find some form and some dominance, and make St James's a fortress again. It's a cliche, but we really haven't done that this season. Most of our defeats have come at home. And Fulham, they're a bogey team. They're a chance for a banana skin. We've lost against them countless times in Premier League recent history. But they're not the same team by any stretch. They've earned a really hard-earned point at home at Leeds, so they're no slouches at all. They're on decent form. So let's see what we can do on Saturday. But coming out the back of these 3 away games, it was the week that was going to define our season potentially, and we've proved ourselves. We've proved it to us. We've proved it to the squad. We've proved it to Rafa. We've proved it to the rest of the league that Newcastle, we're here to win the league, and we're going to do everything we can to do so. We're determined. There's passion there. There's confidence there, and it's going to take a hell of a lot to stop us now. It really is. We are flying at the minute. I know people will be disappointed with a 0-0 draw, but please do not be. It's such a good platform. 7 out of 9 points. We're still top of the league. Game in hand on Brighton. We could stretch that to 5 points. We could really take off here and power through the next month, and I think we'll be out of sight. I really, really believe that. Anyway, hope you've enjoyed the match report. Please share with all your friends. Subscribe on YouTube. If you're listening on SoundCloud or iTunes, please subscribe there as well. Follow us on Twitter. Like us on Facebook. I've been Adam. We'll be back with either a match report or 2 in 10 with the other guys, Vince and Pete, very soon. But until then, take it easy. Cheers, everybody. Bye-zy-bye.